I'm Steve Belgard. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Uh, Moved to Florida, Washington, D.C., back to Florida, to L.A., to Denver, then back to L.A. I've been in entertainment publicity for about 35 years, working on films and television series. And for the last 8 years, I've worked on a documentary uh, called Schlitzie, One of Us, about uh, the sideshow performer from the movie Freaks, who became a cult icon, even though he didn't appear in a lot of movies. And my daughter Emma was instrumental in putting this together. She was basically the problem solver whenever something was going on with the film, and she composed the score, did the editing, and appeared in the documentary. I'm very proud of her for her accomplishments in a short time of life, you know. And so I'm very proud to be her dad. I wanted to, right before leaving the entertainment industry, have something I could call my own from start to finish. So I picked on Schlitzie because every time I saw the movie Freaks, I was immediately drawn to Schlitzie, uh, basically because he was cute and always smiling and was, you know, something I was drawn to. And that's why I wanted to do a documentary on Schlitzie, but
Nice.
also for people who have disabilities or have felt different uh, in their lives and did something about it in their careers. Even though they were disabled, they've been successful in their field, and it just shows that given the opportunity, people with disabilities uh, can make an impact on the world.
What are you doing now for work? Are you still working in production, or are you just working doing something else? Or have you gone out of PR?
So for the last 6 years, uh, I've been working as an employment specialist and a job developer at a place called the Help Group, which is an organization that works with students with disabilities, primarily autism. And my job is to get them jobs, get them ready for the workforce by doing interviews with them and writing their resumes and cover letters, and more or less, you know, getting them jobs so that they make a difference. It's important for them to get out there and navigate the workforce. So I've been doing that for 6 years, and I pretty much left public relations because I got tired of it. I got tired of the egos and the fact that once you can't really appreciate the things that you've accomplished because it's always something new.
Right.
What can you get me next? Where can we go from here? So there's really no time to sit back and go, yeah, I got this really cool article or television appearance. Uh, and to me, it was just like, stroking people's egos who many times didn't appreciate it. So I wanted to do something, on my own, doing the Schlitzie documentary, and then working with disabled people to help them. And while the money isn't entertainment money, since I've been doing this, I have no migraines, no high blood pressure, and whatever we do, there's appreciation from our coworkers, the boss, all our supervisors. They appreciate the work that we all do. And that's important, and our clients are very appreciative. So,
What's been the most like uplifting or exciting thing about working at the Help Group?
well, just hanging around, the students, and, seeing them go from, like middle school through high school through voc ed, and they've matured. One of the students in middle school was always troubled and getting into trouble and being violent. And now that he's in voc ed, he's, gone 180 degrees in the right direction. So just seeing him grow as a human being is very pleasing, just to see how he's changed from, getting into fights and running away and, throwing things to being, you know, a solid citizen. It's very encouraging.
Wow. Yeah, that's so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. How was it for you growing up? Like, how was your childhood and how has that impacted you today?
Growing up in Brooklyn, our lives were very free. We were able to, go to school on our own from, early age, walking, a couple of miles to school with my other friends with no parental observations. Come home from school and leave our books at home and then just leave until dinner time. We didn't have cell phones, so we we didn't really have communications with the parents. We would just disappear and come back by dinner. So our lives were very freeing. Granted, we didn't have seatbelts or any, safety
Right.
concerns, riding bikes without helmets and skating on roller skates that were like deadly. We took a lot of chances, but we didn't know any better. My parents, they tried their best, but they were, parents in the 50s and, you know, uh, it's a lot different from today. So, I vowed not to be anything like my parents and be a loving, father and have heart to heart talks and discuss things that my parents never discussed with me, never had heart to heart. And so, yeah, I'm very different from, my parents. And I think it's a good thing because, my wife and I brought up a really solid human being, a very caring, spiritual person. And so that is more or less my major accomplishment in life. It's not the job. It's not anything else. It's basically being a good parent.